Hello, and welcome to our special excerpt of You Are Loved. This is a special section of Women Living Gloriously and my Vibulicious YouTube channel. It's to support those and is dedicated to those that have lost their lives to addiction, those who work tirelessly every day to overcome their addiction, and those who will soon embark on the journey of overcoming addiction. This comes on the heels of a loss of a family member due to addiction, and the number of family and friends lost is staggering. And I finally said, I have to do something. This is me doing something. Change to courage, or courage to change. I'm hoping to encourage you to make a change. Today, October 26th. I remember others' unkind words vividly. Criticism sent me reeling. Snickers crippled me for days. It never occurred to me that I was being abused or that the harsh words could be untrue. Everyone seemed to know just how wrong I was, and my identity was bound up in a knot of shame. My self-esteem sank lower and lower. I, in turn, treated others cruelly. I found it great fun to assault someone's character in the company of friends. For a few minutes, I felt better about myself, but not for long, and only at others' expense. Gossip never enriched anyone's character. It was only an excuse to avoid focusing on myself. Many of us, this is today's reminder, many of us tend to react rather than act. When we hurt, we may want to strike out and hurt someone else. In Al-Anon, we learned that we can interrupt the automatic response long enough to decide how we really want to behave. Someone else's unkindness is no reason for me to lower my standards for my own behavior. When I take responsibility for my actions, regardless of what other people do, I become someone I can be proud of. When I feel good about myself, it's much easier not to take insults personally. A Latin proverb: if one throws salt at thee, thou wilt receive no harm unless thou has sore places. One of the things that rings out in regards to this reading is not lowering our standards for somebody else. When somebody may lash out at you, one of the things that we can teach ourselves is to count to 10 before we react. We may have a trigger. You know those individuals who know how to push your buttons? Sometimes it's fun, but there's also times where it's hurtful. And one of the things that I practice on a regular basis, and it's something that I teach my clients to do, is to practice the stop technique. Stop means stop. Stop the thoughts, stop that trigger. Bring awareness to your reaction. When you can catch that sweet spot, ooh, I have a feeling that I'm going to react and it's not going to be very good. It's going to go south. It's going to be really bad. Stop. T is to take a breath, or 2, or 3, or 4, however many you need. And then O, that's for outcome. What outcome do I want from this situation? And then P, you pat yourself on the back. You praise yourself for reacting differently, changing how you are triggered, taking control. You do not need to lower your standards for somebody else. Stand true in who you are and be strong. This is Cindy Saylor with a special message to those who may be affected with a form of addiction. This could be gambling, alcohol, drugs, sex. There are all different kinds. Shopping, eating. I have an issue with eating. I'm an emotional eater. I will admit that. There's all different kinds of addictions. And what I'm using is to hopefully encourage you to have courage to change by reading from the Al-Anon book, because they are wonderful excerpts and they're just not directed towards an individual who drinks. This is for anybody who has an addiction. And I want to remind you that you are loved. And I believe in you. I believe that you have the strength and courage to overcome your addiction. You may not believe it in yourself right now, but I have that belief in you. You can do it.